Hi everyone, I'm Terry, and this is the Yarnjoy podcast, episode number 156. Welcome. Well, I have just one finished object today, but of course I have lots of whips that I've been working on, so let's get started and I'll show you what I've done. Okay, so for my finished object, this is in participation of the Stash Buster 2020 challenge that Crystal over at Chronically Crocheting is hosting. And for the June challenge, it was to create a 4th of July or according to your country, some patriotic type item if you are not here in the United States. Okay, so I decided to do a 4th of July wreath. I showed you my progress on it last week, and I finished it, so I want to show it to you. Okay, so this is a pattern by petalstopicos.com, okay, and I will link it in the description box below. So here is my wreath. I did crochet just a little loop there in the back with a chain stitches to hang it. And so here is my my entry for that, and I really like it. I just used yarn that I had in my stash already, so that's a good thing. And the only thing is, of course, I'm finished with it. I'm calling it a finished object, although I remember that Ella of No Catchy Name, she did one, and similar to this, a little bit different. I think her wreath was a little bit fatter, you know, bigger around, and so I think the stars, they're a little bit different because it was a different pattern that she used, but she found this little decoration. I think she got it at Dollar Tree, and it was a little like a wood plaque thing that she hung it from the middle part, and it said, like, I don't remember, Happy 4th of July or something about 4th of July or God Bless America or I Love America, something, I don't remember. But anyway, it looks really nice. And so I may do that. I may go over to my Dollar Tree, and right now is a great time to go look for 4th of July things and find some type of little thing that I can possibly hang there in the middle. I think that would be a good idea. So we'll see. I may add that. If I find something to hang there, I will definitely show you once I get it put together, and I'll show you how it comes out, okay? Okay, so that is my first and only finished object for the week. Okay, so let's go on to works in progress. Okay, so I'm working on a tote bag like I did the flamingo bag, and but this one has an image or a picture of a llama on it. Now this was requested by a friend of mine who likes llamas, and so I am using the chart that I did the llama blanket, which I think I did that last year, didn't I? Or the year before last. I think it was last year, right? It made a big llama blanket because I did it as a Christmas gift. I did it corner to corner, okay? And so, of course, the chart, that doing it corner to corner, it makes it a whole lot bigger. It makes it like blanket size. Okay, but I'm using the same chart, and as a matter of fact, it's going to go to the same person, so I think that's cool. But this time I'm just doing the single crochet back and forth, you know, Grafgan type or chart, Grafgan process, I guess you'd say. And so here's my progress on it. Okay, as you see, I just finished the top row there that's got the llama's eye. So I'm almost finished. I don't have the chart in here with me, but I'm at the top. I mean, I'm going to start dividing for the 2 ears at the top. You know, I'm going toward the top of the head, and then that will be it, and I'll be finishing that off, and that will be my front panel for the tote bag. So I think I'm really liking the way it's turning out, and it's working up pretty quick, I think. The back, of course, is a hot mess, as you can see. Whoops, and there goes one of my bobbins. Okay. Anyway, but it is going to be lined. I found this great, I don't have it, I showed it last week, but this great gray and white houndstooth type pattern that I'm going to be using as the liner of the bag. The back of the bag is going to be striped, just picking out colors from that I've already used already, and it's going to be striped. Let me show you. It's going to be like this flamingo bag where I just picked colors and I made a striping pattern on the back of the bag. Okay, so see, there's my flamingo. Ta-da. So anyway, it should be about this size also. I know the width is the same. So that is my works in progress number 1. So I should be finished at least with this front panel by next week, okay? So then I can start on the second panel. Okay, that is, yeah, works in progress number 1. Works in progress number 2 is Jazzy the Unicorn. This is a pattern by Jess Huff, okay? And I've got quite a bit done last week. I think I showed you I had like one arm done or something. Well, oh, before I show you my pieces, I will pop in a picture here of what Jazzy the Unicorn is going to look like. Okay, so that is Jazzy, and let me show you my Jazzy. Okay, so let's see. I've got, these are the back legs right here. Okay, so far. I am using Red Heart Super Saver. I think this is buff for the hooves, okay? So there's the back legs, or the legs, yeah. And then here's the front legs. I was going to say legs and arms, but I guess they're all legs. But anyway, here's the front ones right there, okay? And then I've got 2 ears done. They'll be folded like, whoop, they'll be folded like this and pinched and then sewed on, okay? So I've got both of them done, the ears. And then I have the body done, which is awesome. All stuffed and ready to go. So that is it. And so I've got to start working on the head and then of course the mane. And I did decide, I think I had said last week I had 2 different options to use for mane, and so many people said they liked the pastel shaded ones for the mane, and I think I agree, and so that's what I'm going to be using. So this is what I'm going to be using right here. This is called Nursery Rhyme, and it is Big Twist from Big Twist Value Yarns. This is from Joann's, okay? I got this in a yarn swap. No, like a yarn mystery box that I purchased from Loretta and Blaine of Homemade with Love from Loretta and Blaine. And so she sent me like 3 of these. And so I think this is going to be great to use for the mane and tail. Okay, and so that's coming along. Okay, so that's works in progress number 2. Oh, and I got these baskets. I will put a link below in the description box where I got these. But these are really cool baskets. Really nice work in progress baskets, I think. And I've got this ledge like underneath my work table where I can put these. And then so I put all that one project that needed for the one project with the pattern and everything, and I slide it under there, and so it fits 3 of them, okay? And so then when I pull one out, I work on that project, put another one back or whatever, and so I'm really enjoying these. I got these at Amazon, and they were pretty cheap. They were like, I think they cost me like, I want to say $18 roughly US, but you got 6 of these. And this is like 12 inches by 15 inches. So I think that's a great size. And it is about 5.5 inches tall, but I'm really liking this. And if you can see the design on there, see, it looks like a basket weave type design. It's turning out really dark here. I mean, it looks black, but it's not black. It's like a chocolate, dark chocolate brown, okay? So I'll put a link in below where you can look at these and maybe get yourself some if you're needing something like that from Amazon. Okay, so my next works in progress is in another one of these, and it is the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer set. This is what the kit looked like, not a set, a kit, right here. And in this had yarn to make Santa and Rudolph. And then a pattern book. Here's the pattern book right here. To make 12 figures all coming from that cartoon. So see, you get all of those, the patterns for them. And then you get all of these right here as well. Okay? So I'm going through the book and I'm just doing 1 figure per month because there's 12 little characters in here. And so I'm just going in order of the book. I mean, you know, how the book is laid out. And so my character for June, I got started on him. It is, but I am doing, let me find him. Oh, there, he's right there, see? His name is Sam the Snowman. If you didn't know his name was Sam, I had forgotten. But anyway, that's who I'm working on right there, okay? Now I started working on his bottom, because you start from the bottom going up. So that's what I've got. I've got all the way up to the point where I need to change color for his vest. And if you can see in the picture, let me hold it up again. His vest is it's a pretty dark green. You see that? And then even the hat, it calls for like an olive green, a different color. But now I looked at pictures online of him, and I've even seen where they use the same green for the vest and the hat, which I may have to do that. But I was looking through my stash, and of course I'm using lightweight, like number 3 weight. Yeah, number 3 weight yarns, which is like a DK or a sport. And I'm using pieces from my leftover Lion Brand mandala and Lion Brand cupcake cakes. And I have this green right here. It's not quite as dark as I was thinking it needed to be. See? But I think that would be pretty good. I may go with this. This came out of a Lion Brand cupcake in, oh my goodness, maybe pot of gold or something like that. I'm not sure. Whatever I had left over, I just went ahead and cut up the cake into the individual colors, okay? And so this is the only green that I have that I think is dark enough that might be okay for his vest. But I think what I'm going to do is, we have a Hobby Lobby right down just from where I take my son to work. So I may drop him off and then go by Hobby Lobby and go in there and just see, look at their number 3 weight yarns and see if I can find a green that's a little bit better color than this one. So we'll see. I also need to get, I believe in the pattern it calls for a little piece of green felt, because he's got some holly in his little hat, and I don't have any green felt for that, the little holly leaf. And so I need to pick up a piece of green felt, and I'll have to check again to see what else is needed to make sure I have everything. I do have his eyes already that I for it. So anyway, so that's what I started working on for that project. Let me put my book back together here so that way it'll be all together. Okay, so that is works in progress number 3. Works in progress number 4 is a tutorial I'm working on. Okay, so I had a request to do a tutorial for this preemie octopus toy. Now this is a pattern by Yarnspirations, and I will well, I was going to say, I guess I could do that. I'll go ahead and link it in the description box below, but I'll pop in a picture here of what it's going to look like. Okay, so that is a Yarnspirations pattern, and like I said, I'll put a link to it below. But I am doing a tutorial for it because I did contact Yarnspirations, asked them if I could do tutorials on some of their free patterns, and they said that I could. And so this person that requested was having a hard time reading, she has a hard time reading patterns. Like, I know a lot of people, especially if they're visual learners, they'll know how to crochet, and they crochet beautifully, but they may not know how to read a pattern because they learned visually how to do it, like through YouTube tutorials or whatever. And so I learned reading patterns because at that time, way back, there was no YouTube. So I learned by reading patterns, okay? But this person that asked me, she doesn't read patterns that well, and so she asked me if I could do a tutorial on it, and I said sure, I think it'd be fun. So this is what I've done so far. I'll go ahead and show you my progress on it. Like I said, I'm almost finished with the tutorial. I've just got to get a lot of the crochet part done so that I can continue with it. But here is my octopus so far. So I've got the head done, and then now see I'm working on the tentacles. If you can see, if you saw in the picture, the tentacles are these little corkscrew looking pieces, okay? So I've got 8 of these that I need to complete. And see, I've gotten one done, and now I'm working on the second one. So I need to go ahead and finish all 8, and then I can continue on with the pattern. I think it's just mainly just showing how we're going to stitch a little face on there. So anyway, so I'm working on that, and as soon as I get these tentacles made, I'll finish the tutorial up, and then it'll be posted. So if anybody's interested in making this cute little octopus, then check that tutorial out when it's posted. Okay, so that is works in progress number 4. And works in progress number 5 is I'm working on my Whip Wall Wednesday project. If you want to know what that is, then go over to my Whip Wall Wednesday videos, and I will link my latest one in the description box below. It is where I am working on some sleeping works in progress or whips. I'm trying to get them done, and so I'm kind of doing a little series every other Wednesday where I do a video where I show the project I pick, and then my progress on it over the 2-week span until I'm getting finished. Kind of holding me accountable and inspiring others, I hope, to work on sleeping whips that they may have. Okay. So I've been working on that, my Whip Wall, and then so now we'll go right into upcoming. So my Whip Wall Wednesday episode number 10, I believe is the next one, will be coming up next week. It'll be on Wednesday, and that'll be time for me to make number 10, and I'm hoping that that project will be finished, and then I can start on another sleeping whip, because of course I have several. Okay, so I've been working on that. Okay. Also upcoming, like I just said, the octopus, little preemie octopus toy. It could be just a baby toy as well. I think he's going to turn out cute. That tutorial will be posted as soon as I get that finished, so it should be posted probably sometime next week. Okay. What else? Oh, and then this is June. In fact, today is June the 11th. Had to look down on my notes here. And I have not made a preemie hat yet for the month of June. I need to make 3 to reach my monthly goal of making 3 hats for the NICU babies at one of the local hospitals here for their Halloween hat drive. And so I need to start working on that. I have one picked out. I think the next one is going to be a ladybug hat. And so be looking for that. I need to get started on that. So I'll have that to show you for next week. And the Happy Scrappy Yarn Challenge, hosted by Christy of Tea Doddles and Christy of Crochet Creations by Christy. Their challenge for the month of June, it's going to be Crochet Creations by Christy. That Christy, it's her turn to put forth the challenge, and she did, and it's going to be garden themed. And so I have not picked my item yet for that or started on it, so I need to get on to working on that as well. And then let's see what else. Oh, well, there's a big giveaway going on that's going to be from now until July the 15th and then to the July the 25th. It's like one stage and the second stage. I'm sure you've seen it. It's the Christmas in July fairies, and I just made a video for that because I'm going to be participating in, well, being one of the contributors for that gargantuan, huge, humongous giveaway that's going to be going on. So check that video out, because that is the video that I'll be picking my winner, which will be a semi-finalist to the big winner. And so check that out. I just made the video, and I'll be posting that, well, as soon as I get it edited, so it should be soon. I mean, like today, you know, along with this one. So anyway, go over there to that one, because that's the one you have to comment on. Okay. To be entered. Okay, thank you to all of my subscribers. I've gotten several new ones just recently, so thank you so much. Welcome to the new subscribers, and thank you to the subscribers that have been with me from the very beginning. I have now, we went over 9,000 subscribers, so on my way to 10,000. When we reach 10,000 subscribers, I will be doing a giveaway for that, just in appreciation, and thank you for all of you for subscribing to me and following along with me on my yarn journey. So I really appreciate it. So if you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so you can catch up and, well, not catch up, but follow me along on all these mini projects that I am working on. I really enjoy meeting so many people and interacting with so many people that enjoy yarn and crocheting and yarn art. It's so fun to find people that like that as well, and so you have plenty of things to talk and visit with each other, and so it's so fun being able to share with everybody. So in speaking of that, being able to share, then head over, if you're part of Facebook, head over to Facebook. I have a Facebook group, Yarnjoy Podcast, and you can ask to join or whatever. I mean, join the group and then you can post pictures of what you're working on, and so that I can see what you're working on, and the other members as well. We have a great group of ladies and men, a few, but mostly ladies, and so we really enjoy sharing our love for yarn over there as well. Okay, so everybody have a great weekend. I think I just got a delivery, so if you may hear the dog barking and noise at the front door, so I better go. So like I said, everybody have a great weekend, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.